this week's vlog, we're going to SPOCOM. We're going to be tandeming this voiceover because I'm a noob about cars and this is JD's first car show, so he knows a lot more about the car scene than I do.
At least I hope I do.
But for those who don't know what SPOCOM is, what is it and like what do you do there?
SPOCOM is basically one of those car shows that happens pretty much throughout the entire United States. And for my first show, I was blessed to join Team Sik in Anaheim.
The convention center.
The convention center.
So that was a pretty cool location because it was like so huge and they literally stuck all these cars in the middle of like, I guess this is not a ballroom. This is just like a warehouse.
It was like a warehouse. It was so much space. It was crazy to think that there was like 400 plus cars in there.
Yeah, like how did this even work? Like going in, like how do you guys just like, do you all just drive in or what?
Basically, we have to check in either the day before or the day of. We have to be at a quarter tank of gas, and if we're not at a quarter tank of gas, they will not let us in because it's like a fire safety hazard.
Oh, so you barely have to have gas in just to be inside.
Exactly.
Man, what happens if someone just like didn't have gas but they just stop in the middle of the lineup?
You know, some people actually siphon out their gas using a gas siphon, and they would just like have that tank of gas like outside or something. But the whole check-ins, we go in, have second gas, and it has to be very early in the morning. The show itself didn't start until probably like around 3 p.m. and then it went on until almost 10 p.m.
So how did you even get the chance to be here at SPOCOM?
I got this opportunity through one of my great friends, Ryan, which is also one of the members of Team Sik. His dad is actually the club president, and they were able to get me in pretty last minute, get me a spot in their section pretty much. They've been in the car scenes, I want to say the 90s. They're one of the OG groups that's been out for a while. I was just very blessed to be able to roll with them and be part of their team.
So how was it like just being there for the first time? Because this is a lot different than just being at a regular car meet. This is like a car show, like a convention.
Honestly, it was a great experience. When I first got in, I was honestly pretty nervous. I was just checking every nook and cranny of my car. Once the show actually started and once people started flooding in, that's when like a lot of adrenaline went to my head. I was like, wow, like my car is actually out here being showed to the public, and people are like taking pictures. There's like, you know, there was models like walking around too, taking for their portfolios. It was also cool because a lot of the vendors there were well-known brands for car parts.
Yeah, it was like the Toyota tires too that we saw,
yeah,
right?
Toyota tires was there. One of my favorite wheel brands, Ray's, was there. Adro was also there. They're one of the best right now for the A90 Supra, at least. They have an amazing kit, and I was able to actually see the kit in person, the wide body kit of the A90 Supra, which is awesome because like that kit itself is like almost a whole car. It was like 20K. When you see it in person, the videos and pictures don't do it justice. You could see every little detail from the bolts having the Adro sticker on it, or not even a sticker, it's like an engravement. Yeah, it's just the attention to detail is insane.
Yeah, and if you guys don't know, like what car do you specifically have?
The car I have is a Toyota Supra Mark V. So it's the BMW Supra. Yeah, I just recently picked this car up for my birthday last year in 2024. Here I am at my first car show.
I know, literally, it's like within the same year he went to his first car show, so I think that's a really good opportunity. And as someone who's never really gone to like a car show, I feel like the standard is definitely pretty high. So usually at these car shows, like what are you guys looking for? Because there are regular people who are also like coming in just as like a ticket holder. As like a car guy, like what are you guys looking at each other's cars? Like, is there anything special? Like, are you guys looking for something specific?
The good thing about the car scene is that once you have a car, you're able to personalize it yourself. So you're able to add your own character to it. Honestly, the amount of cars that were there that were just absolutely stunning, I felt like there was no cars that didn't hit the spot. Everyone had their personalities to it. Everyone put their blood, sweat, and tears into it. You can definitely tell once you go into the show, every person that's showing out in there is so passionate about their car.
Yeah, literally, I felt like there was so much personality like inside and out, because even in like the interior, some people like decorated like full out with like a fake like tabletop of food, or like even the engine is like all decked out in LED lights, and then some were even like wrapped as like characters. Like there was the Kuromi car, the what was it, the Miata one?
Oh yeah, Milani Miata.
Yeah, that was a cool car.
Yeah, that was a cool car.
Yeah, and then we saw like a 7-Eleven car, which was funny. And then there was like a lot of anime cars, so I feel like all the weebs kind of came out at that time.
Yeah, and it's more than just, you know, cosmetic too. With a car scene, you can definitely make your car look good and have a certain character, but also there's some people out there that like to chase the speed. Honestly, that's one of the best things about the car scene too. Like, I don't condone street racing, but you know, to all my speed demons out there, shout out to y'all. You guys are building some crazy stuff with those 1,000 horsepower like 2-liter engines. I'm like, dude, how do you guys even do that? Like, how do you push that much in such little engines? But it's like, these people invest so much into that engine, it's basically worth more than the car itself.
Yeah, like how much do you think is like being put into all these cars with just like modifications and stuff?
Honestly, just for cosmetics is just so much already. Like,
are we talking like the thousands or something?
Oh, we're talking like tens of thousands. So just like for cosmetics and for body kits, or like, you know, for wraps, like you're easily looking at ranging from 5 to 20,000.
That's actually a lot of money.
Yeah. And that's not even including the engine. I mean, the engine is just another different beast. I mean, for the people that build their own engines themselves, it's insane, because like some of those guys, they actually do it in their garage or do it in their warehouse. They're just like tinkering and just like testing different things out. And it's like, that's one of those things that's so great about the car scene also. It's just like a lot of problem solving. It makes you want to think, and it's like, in a way, rewarding once you get the final product right. And we're not just talking about, you know, sports cars in general. We're also talking about trucks, SUVs, you know, the overland builds. Shout out to all the overlanders out there. Honestly, before I got the Supra, I honestly wanted a 4Runner to overland. I just think it's so cool. Like, even though it might not be practical for like a daily, I mean, you got a tent on the top of your car. I mean, it's like...
Yeah, no, literally, there was like huge tents upon these like cars that are like already so huge with like big wheels, and there's like a full like wide tent on top of it. It was crazy.
These people, they don't just do these for car shows. They actually use this in the wilderness, and it's like, whoa, like that's another experience in itself. Like, it's not just about the car scene. Like I said, like, you can go camping, you know, you can go racing, and you can just, you know, just enjoy your car, or, you know, or just like stare at it in your garage for like 3 hours like I did when I first got it. But yeah, like that's what it is.
Yeah, and also at the end of the show too, like they do like a competition, right? Because some people got to win like a special prize, right?
Yeah, so it's not just a show. It's also a competition for, you know, whoever has the best like Honda Civic Type R, or like who has the best Supra, Lexus, whatever car make. And shout out to my boy Ryan for winning the best F05. You know, if you see his car, he's Fuel Mugen catalog. The amount of work he's got to the car is insane. You can definitely tell once you walk into the show who has the best F05. But, you know, I might be biased because, you know, that's my boy. But...
And they're on the same team. So
and we're on the same team. But, you know, hey, he got to add some hardware to his garage with that trophy.
Yeah, that's literally such a cool experience. Like, it was such a huge trophy. So... you had to end it on a good note. So any last thoughts about your whole SPOCOM experience? I mean, I had a lot of fun. But what about you?
Well, for my last thoughts on my first ever SPOCOM experience, definitely not going to be my last. I will say, after the show, I was heavily inspired by everyone there, especially to the team, and then just pushing me and, like, you know, just giving me that opportunity. I'm wanting to do more stuff to my car, even more. Like, I want to make it look so good. I want to just dump all my money, as bad as that sounds. But yeah, not my last show. I want to do it again. Stay tuned. We'll be doing more parts on the car, and it's going to be a process, but it's going to look sick. Team Sik.
And where can everyone be updated about all like your new parts and stuff that you're doing to your car?
You can follow me on A90_JD. You'll see my pictures on my Supra, but you'll also see my old pictures of my old car too. So I was a longtime car guy. I've always had, you know, cars before, but yeah, find me on A90_JD. That's where you'll be most updated the most.
Yeah, and if you guys don't already follow me on my channel, it's at Saiko Food, and even on Instagram, I usually tag his car account. So you'll see me on there too. But yeah, thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next vlog. Bye!
Bye!